What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below, comment anything in the comment section, and enter your name into that $50 giveaway that I do every week on this channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All that good stuff. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. It's going to be another fantastic week at greenlightdfs.com. Yesterday, once again, man, it's been ridiculous. Lately, we've been hot in DFS. We've been hot on prize picks. It's been pretty ridiculous, especially on prize picks where we've only had 2 days in like the last month where we had losing days. Outside of that, it's been profit for the last month straight. It's been crazy. We've just been really taking advantage of hopping on prize picks early as soon as they drop those lines. And I've been already preparing myself before prize picks drops the lines. I'm preparing myself. I'm looking at the next day's stuff so that when they drop their lines, I can put them out within seconds. And that has been a big factor in our success, and that's been, I mean, we've been just dominating. So I'm excited to keep that going this week, as well as have a DFS streak going as well. I really want to have a streak going on both prize picks and DFS. That'll be fantastic. So greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. I already have like 8 or 6 prize picks, something like that, for MLB up there. And then I added my WNBA picks for tonight as a bonus for all members on the site as well. All right. Let's go ahead and get straight into this high five. Oh, the winner of last week's giveaway is Chris Wong. Chris Wong, hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL. Give me your PayPal information so I can send you over that 50. Thank you for watching, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who commented and got involved and all that good stuff. Make sure you comment anything to enter your name into next week's $50 giveaway. Let's get it. Greenlightdfs.com. Here we go. So, starting the high five off, let's start off at the pitcher position. There's a solid amount of pitching options. Actually, I take that back. There's like 4 options: Blake Snell, Chris Bassett, Zach Gallen, Keegan Thompson, maybe, and Kikuchi, maybe. Uh, Now, when it comes to pitching on this slate, I have 3 guys that are way above the rest, and it's right here. Snell, Bassett, and Gallen are my 3 guys that I love the most. I mean, if you're making multiple lineups, probably just alter off these guys. You know what I mean? Make lines where it's, Bassett Gallen, make lines where it's Gallen Snell, make lines where it's Snell Bassett, whatever. Just kind of play with these top 3 guys because these, to me, are the ways to go today. um, Blake Snell, Chris Bassett are going to be my top 2 pitchers. Now, I have found value on this slate so far as of looking, whereas I feel like you can pay up for whatever pitches you want. Blake Snell being only 8.8 is too cheap. Zach Gallen 7.9 is too cheap. Bassett 9.3 is too cheap. So yes, I completely understand. Like what I would do, I would play Snell regardless. He's my favorite pitcher on the slate regardless. But when it comes to SP2, you can play Bassett or Gallen. Plain and simple, like I said, I haven't needed value, so I'm going Bassett as my guy. But if you need some money, I completely understand going Gallen. I have them right there around each other. I think they're both equally in good spots. I like Bassett more at home going against Cincinnati. He's just been really, 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 really solid at home. I think the Mets are going to dominate Cincinnati today. I really love the Mets stack as well to run back Bassett. So um, I'm going to go with Bassett here as my SP2. So Blake Snell, Chris Bassett as the pitching options on this slate. Now let's get to the bats. I talked about I love the Mets offense, and I really, really do. My favorite bat at first base is going to be Daniel Vogelbach or Vogelbach, whatever. Going against Justin Dunn. Justin Dunn has not pitched this season. He pitched last year, and one thing that Justin Dunn struggles with is lefty power. He gives up a lot of power to lefties. Really, really struggles. Has over a 6 FIP. Everything is just bad for Justin Dunn when it comes. There's a reason he hasn't pitched so far this year. There's a reason he didn't pitch a whole lot last year. Justin Dunn gets dominated by lefties. This game is in New York. Daniel Vogelbach has been solid as well since he went over to the Mets. I mean, dude's got like over a 200 WRC plus at home versus righties since he's been with the Mets. He's smashing. He's doing a fantastic job. So I really like Daniel Vogelbach as my first baseman today. Now I love a Baltimore guy. He has been absolutely lights out. Anthony Santander or Santander, however you say his name. I'm just gonna say Anthony. Anthony at 4.9. He's got the lefty matchup against Kikuchi at home versus lefties. Anthony has been ridiculous. Okay, over 200 WRC plus, over 400 ISO. Dude's been mashing left-handed pitching, and Kikuchi struggles on the road versus righties. So this is a fantastic spot for Anthony to smash here. He's one of my favorite bats on the entire slate, and I think he's going to go crazy. Not only has he been hot lately, but he's been hot over the year, and then he's facing a pitcher who has been bad in this spot versus righties. So this is a fantastic spot for Anthony here in this one. Last but not least, now second base, what I've noticed is one of my least favorite positions on the entire slate. I do not like this position much at all. So because of that, I'm either liking Jeff McNeil as part of a Met stack right here, or I like Luis Guillorme. Now I'm gonna go with Guillorme. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but Luis is a fantastic value on this slate. Like I said, the Mets are one of my favorite stacks. Luis is one of the better hitters on this Mets squad. He doesn't have a ton of power, but this dude gets on base, plain and simple. Plain and simple, this dude gets on base versus righties. And what did I say about Justin Dunn? His weakness is lefties. You're getting a lefty who's got like over a 360 batting average at home versus righties at only 2.5 versus a pitcher who struggles versus lefties. This is a recipe for success, especially for a guy at 2.5 in the highest total game in the best stack of the day. Second base, like I said, is not my favorite position. So because of that, I'm going to grab my favorite value on the entire slate, and it's going to be Luis. As of right now, Luis at 2.5 is one of my favorite values on the entire slate. Absolutely love him at 2.5. He's a fantastic option in this matchup, and he opens up a ton for your lineups. Like with these guys in, you still have over 4,000 remaining per player for the rest of the line. So it's just really a good starting spot, and that's why, as you could see, with a guy like Vogelbach in this situation at only 3.7, with Luis in this situation at only 2.5, Santander under 5K, he's been mashing. He should be over 5K in this matchup. Um, as you could see, there's no problem at all just getting my top two favorite pitchers in the entire slate. But reminder, Blake Snell is the guy that I'm probably locking. Okay, because at 8.8 with his K rate at home is just too wild. But Bassett, you can switch to Gallen. So if you want to go down from Bassett to Gallen, I completely authorize that. I think that's a fine move. It saves you a good amount of money. I might even do that. Who knows? But as of right now, I like the value on the slate to the point where I don't feel that that's necessary. But later on, as I'm building, and roster construction is a huge key in this. Like as I'm building, if I find ways that I really, really like that require me to go down from Bassett to Gallen, I'm not going to hesitate, and y'all should not either. But if you find ways that you love with Bassett, if your favorite lineup has Bassett, roll with it. Don't think that you have to go Gallen, all right? Or you know what I mean? So because remember, the pitching for the most part, the better pitchers, for the most part, are going to do what you need them to do. These guys are super talented, especially in plus matchups. They're going to, for the most part, do what you need them to do. It is baseball, but for the most part, they're going to do what they got to do. Batting is super hard to predict. Like, you play the guys in the best spots who have the best numbers and the best statistical matchup, and you do all the breakdowns. You can even look at how good that batter is versus the pitches that the other pitcher throws, and is he good versus this guy throws a slider 40% of the time versus this handed batter? Is this guy good versus sliders? And all those different things. There's so much that goes into bats that can give you a very good idea. But at the end of the day, Aaron Judge could be out here putting up 40s every day, hitting double dongs every single day, and then out of nowhere get a zero in a good matchup. That's baseball. You know what I mean? So never jeopardize pitching for hitting. So if you don't have to go down from Bassett to Gallen because you feel like it's just absolutely necessary, then don't. You know what I mean? Go with the safe bet of Bassett. Well, as safe as it gets in baseball. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad. Let's get it. We have officially, as of today, 1 month remaining until the regular season football season. I have a discounted season-long NFL package at greenlightdfs.com right now. Make sure you get a hold of that. We have been dominating NFL, and on top of that, we're adding prize picks along with the membership today. So, this year. So you get prize picks as well. And not only that, but we've been dominating prize picks. So it's just my whole main focus is adding as much content as we possibly can and as much value as we possibly can to just get y'all this money, man. And that's all we're focused on. We're extremely excited about NFL season and extremely excited about the potential this year. With obviously we have that huge first place takedown potential like we have already shown we have. But we also have the prize picks money to add to it, so I'm extremely excited. So thank you guys for joining me as always. Blake Snell, Bassett, Vogelbach, Guillorme, Luis, whatever, Anthony, whatever. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I'm out. Peace.